Seattle being that team, and then 2013 you get the new pope. Seahawks once again win 13 games. They go to the Super Bowl. They actually win it that year. And now, 2025 season, we get the new pope, and here we are again with the Seahawks winning actually 14 games. So do they advance to the Super Bowl again? We will find out. But the holy water on the field last night, and then that being the side of the field where the Ravens kicker misses to send his team home and advance the Steelers to the postseason is incredible.
Did they show the kick in a way? Did the holder not spin laces? I'm hearing that maybe he didn't spin the ball.
The only controversy I'd heard is that there was somebody jumping over the center.
Yeah.
There should have been a
leverage call.
Yeah. Leverage.
Yeah. If Ed Hockley was in the game, this would have been a leverage call because he's the only one that ever made one in the history of the league.
Apparently, this kid's Instagram and socials are just being absolutely eviscerated right now.
It's bad.
The players are having to come out and be like, hey, leave our guy alone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really bad. His Instagram, his wife's Instagram, Ravens fans, they are going full Baltimore violence.
How about win a game other than the last one? You know what I'm saying? Didn't they have a bunch of bad losses?
They started 1-4.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was bad. I mean, their quarterback was in and out of the lineup.
Yeah.
Who do you think feels more relieved on the other side of that? Mike Tomlin, who might have been fired, DK Metcalf, whose suspension might have cost them the playoffs, or Chris Boswell, who missed the point after to put them in that position?
I think it's Boswell for sure because he's the guy that Steelers fans would be in his comments right now, getting lambasted.
Always the kicker.
The DK Metcalf thing, yes, but it's a little bit more at a distance. Tomlin would be two for me.
Maybe the toughest field in the league to kick field goals in.
It doesn't look like the ideal kicking spot.
Yeah, it is not it's not one of the ones. If you went around and asked all the kickers in the league, place you do not want to have to kick a field goal, I guarantee you Heinz Field. Okay, it's some bank, right? What is it?
Acrisure.
Okay, Acrisure. It's Heinz Field.
Sucks. It's Heinz
Field is a hard place to kick field goals. I'm going on record.
Yeah, that weather's wonky. No, I think it is. I think they were one of the last teams to have somebody make
there's
50
one,
plus yarder.
Yeah, there's the one in
yarder.
with the scoreboard, the ketchup bottle it was, that where the wind coming through all that made it impossible to make a field goal. It was not good.
Yeah, my buddy insists that Boswell's the better kicker than Aubrey because he's got to kick on that surface, and Aubrey gets 2/3 of his games or whatever on turf.
No question that
makes a difference.
Oh no, it makes an absolute difference. And Wolchek and I had this discussion last night. Is that he plays 9 games, 10 games a year. In
sub-freezing?
Indoor. No.
Oh, the other way around.
Yeah,
perfect.
He in perfect indoor conditions. His divisional games are all outside, but look what Pittsburgh has to deal with: Cincinnati, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. Yeah.
So Heinz, the proximity to the rivers causes unpredictable wind patterns, which make it the toughest in the league. And we know about the field because Pitt also plays there.
Yeah, it's chunky
and loose.
Oh, that's right.
So you've got the wind plus poor field conditions. It's definitely the toughest place to kick in the league.
Chunky and loose is an all-time bad scouting report for anything. Can you think of anything in your life where you'd say it's chunky and loose? Like, of course you want this.
Yeah, I tell you what. Like if you were talking about like pico de gallo. Like if you said it was chunky and loose, pico de gallo, I think would be those two words right there. Mean you probably got some pretty good pico de gallo guys.
Can anybody beat Pico? 877-881-1053. When something's described chunky and loose, when can it be a good thing? Now this is crazy, and I thought it was a ball sack.
It probably is coming from your element.
All right, we'll find out. I'm going to run with it. There have been over 60,000 field goal attempts in NFL history.
60,000.
That was the ball sack?
Tyler Loop's miss on Sunday night is
the first.
Only one of those attempts that came as time expired in the fourth quarter in the final week with both teams' playoff hopes resting solely on the result of the kick.
That's got to be a ball sack.
The first kick ever to lose a division on the final play of the game, basically.
Okay, what about that Raiders-Chargers game? Was that overtime? Remember a couple of years ago? And maybe was it just one team had a chance to get in the playoffs and the other one couldn't?
That's all the information I have.
If they tied, right? If the Raiders tied, they were in.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they decided to kick the field goal, and one team screwed the other, and that might have just been only one team.
Yeah, all they needed to do was tie, and the Chargers and Raiders both were in.
They both were in the playoffs.
They said they kicked the field goal and sent the Chargers home.
But I think that was in overtime. So maybe this is a fourth quarter stat, which would mean that this is not a ball sack. But that's the game that came to mind when you read that one.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I mean, you probably have to go back to the Buffalo Bills misses, right?
Yeah.
Oh, against the Giants.
Scott,
Super Bowl
misses.
Scott
yeah,
Norwood. Yeah.
There was maybe more, but in the regular season,
Right, regular
just witness
season
history.
I'm trusting out the stats on this one. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so of course the Jets become the first team ever to not have an interception. Yeah. And so Jets
They got rid of Sauce Gardner, that's why.
Oh, Sauce Gardner has the worst record in the league.
Yeah.
It's not the Raiders. It's Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner won 2 games this year.
Ouch.
He's on the awful Jets. He gets traded to the Colts, and that was right when the Colts started to bottom out and become a not playoff team after starting the season off.
That's when the guy got hurt. The quarterback got hurt when he got traded.
Right.
Yeah.
So Sauce Gardner went 2-15 this year. Sauce Gardner should have the number 1 overall pick.
So you think Sauce Gardner needs some holy water thrown on him?
He needs probably a lot, man.
I'd try it.
He needs a lot of stuff going on.
Bless that sauce.
Now, the Jets, apparently, if you would have bet $100 in week 1 that the Jets' opponent's quarterback would not throw an interception, and then you just reinvested your winnings week over week taking the same bet, you would currently have over $5.7 million.
That is unbelievable. And the fact that they didn't have a single interception all year. Aaron Glenn's defensive guy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then I just saw Todd McShay was saying...
How many interceptions did Dallas have, by the way?
Oh, not a lot, but at least it wasn't none.
2?
Yeah, maybe.
6. Efforting.
McShay was saying Dante Moore, his agent needs to call and see if the Jets are planning on picking him.
See, that's what I'm telling you. The Jets,
And if they are,
Gang of 7 saying no Jets.
go back to Oregon.
No Jets.
Yeah, I don't. There's nothing good about that, man.
They don't like the Jets.
There is no reason why anybody would want to do
They
that.
smell.
We're getting some chili on the chunky and loose, gumbo, guacamole. Some of these
Blue cheese.
Some of these dips.
You don't want runny
Cottage
guacamole.
cheese.
You don't want
I like a chunkier guac.
Chunky with a little heft to it, yes.
Little hefty guac.
Chunky with a little heft.
I'll bring some hefty guac to the Super Bowl party.
I'd say a nice beef stew.
Beef stew. Okay, yeah, we've had some soups coming in, chunky soups kind of deal.
Cream of corn.
So it seems like there are edible things that
I don't think
if
Lizzo,
the menu read chunky and loose, somebody'd be like, "Oh, I'll order that."
I don't think Lizzo's chunky and loose anymore. I think she tightened that up.
She goes back and forth.
Wait, is she not chunky or is she not loose anymore? What do you want?
I can't confirm the loose, but the chunky part.
Okay, good for her.
Who are we talking about?
Don't worry.
You don't know who Lizzo is? Thought she was on your playlist.
No.
Thought she was on your Get Your Mind Right, Lock In playlist.
Is it Lizzo? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
It's Lizzo.
New Man on the Minnesota Vikings song.
New man on the Minnesota
That's the only line I know.
All right.
That's the only one that
I'm looking. I got Spotify. I pay for that every month because I'm wealthy. I've told you that, right? I'm wealthy. I'm a millionaire.
Yeah, you have companies coming out of your ass or whatever.
I got companies coming out of my ass.
But so your Spotify hasn't been hacked. That's good.
Yeah, that's a plus. By the way, Alex Stein, he's trying to help me now with the.
Man, you have an army of people trying to help you,
Yeah.
and nobody's been able to come through for you.
They're doing their best. They really are.
So with Jonathan Gannon being canned,
Lizzo.
yeah, Lizzo.
Okay.
With Jonathan Gannon being canned in Arizona, the Cardinals have never had a head coach last longer than 6 years.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that's an unbelievable stat.
That's Lizzo.
That's Lizzo.
Yo, now she's Ozempic. Oh, that's the tiny Lizzo that you're looking at.
Lizzo's empty. She's crushing it, man.
That's a wild stat. They've been around
9.6
for
monthly listeners.
like
crazy.
one of the longest tenured franchises because they were like in L.A., St. Louis, and 6 years. They've never had a coach more than 6 years. That's crazy.
It's
The
unbelievable.
Cardinals.
The
They were in
Cardinals.
Chicago.
The Cardinals
Chicago,
might
another
not.
one.
I think that's probably the worst head coaching job. Like we could maybe look through all the available jobs, but
Just
the
one you don't
Cardinals
want.
of the available head coaching gigs, would the Cardinals not be the worst one?
I mean, I think wasn't Steve Wilkes one and done recently there?
They've had leadership issues at the top. Like there's dysfunctional stuff that happens.
Steve Keim, this bud's for you, guy, GM. Remember he had an alcohol problem.
yeah, that's true.
That's right.
I want to get back in the league. Yeah, maybe you don't hang around booze and you could probably be back.
Well,
Seriously. Guys are drunk.
I thought
Isn't a lot of the league drinkers though?
What?
Isn't a lot of the league like problem drinkers?
Yeah, but
Doesn't
they-
it make you fit in?
They had it. Okay, they had a situation with Terry McDonough, Sean McDonough's brother. Like Terry, they let him go early. There was a lot. He sued the.
So there's a limit to it.
It's hard to be a problem drinker in the NFL. Like, you got to really get to a level where
I will say
your
this,
whole family
Scott McLuhan,
and friends are worried about you.
You ever heard of Scott McLuhan?
Oh, yeah. Scotch McLuhan.
Scott McLuhan. Let me tell you what. I'd give him a list of 10 quarterbacks and a case of Dos Equis, and he'd have that list wired.
Yeah. You just had to go retrieve it from the film room where he passed out.
You're like, Scott, who you watching? I'm watching these quarterbacks. And the next thing you know, every one of those son of a guns could play.
Really?
Oh, my gosh. It was amazing. He was amazing how he could evaluate. Yeah, but he
was the drunken master of evaluating quarterbacks.
I'm seriously, man, my guy, he helped himself, though. He got off it, though.
Scouted players like I played online poker.
Yeah, is that right?
Were you a good drunk poker player?
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah, I'd get too careful if I was sober. You know,
you had to really adjust things from a strategy standpoint once you got sober and kept playing.
Yes. Yeah.
Felt like you lost your fastball for a while.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Did you guys feel a little bit drunk when the Colts ran back-to-back fake punts?
Thought it was
awesome.
Thought it was cool.
Smart.
That was awesome, dude.
No wonder
they
that kept his job.
They got too many men on the field on the second one, didn't they?
Yeah, Colts, they run a fake punt on fourth down. They convert it. It's like the punter's going to throw it to Mo Alley Cox. Bang, you get the first down.
Man, that was a lucky catch.
It was. It was like the hang time on that throw.
My
was
gosh,
like
yeah.
But then the next play, now it's 1st and 10, and the Colts leave the punt team on the field, and they run like a direct snap fake punt. And
blow the whistle.
But they blow the whistle because the Texans were so discombobulated defensively, they had 12 men on the field. It was like such a great play. Unfortunately, it was a meaningless game for the Colts when they busted it out.
Right? You should have saved that for next year.
I think the lady owner called that one from the field.
That was her. Hey, we got to get this in, guys.
She took over the play calling in the second half.
You're either
stay out. Fake punt again. We're going to do it again.
They might have to make a rule here because I could imagine a lot of teams doing that, forcing you to burn one of your timeouts.
Yes. They do in college all the time, right? Don't they? They set up like they're going to punt and then run another group on and force you to use the timeout. Yeah, see it quite a bit.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It was awesome though, and
Mike Vrabel hasn't thought of it yet, right? Isn't he the king of like?
Vrabel's really good at doing the weird stuff. I can't think of an example this year where he's done like a big brain
when he was
with the Titans.
With the Titans, he did something where he didn't snap the ball. He kept taking delay of game penalties.
Yeah,
and
it kept a genius move.
And I think it was versus the Patriots, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was like sticking it back to Bill.
The Belichick.
Yeah, there it is. Football's finest.
Thank you, Chief. I love it. Okay, coming up next, time to hit the expressway. We'll go commercial free to the top. G-Bag of the Day is coming up at 5:30. LA Live at 5:40. What did Jerry mean when he said this about bringing excitement to the offseason? We'll do that next here in the Nation.
All right, let's chat Trajan Wealth, shall we? That's right. It is the new year. Start the new year off right with a game-changing financial plan. Call Trajan Wealth today to figure out how to make sure you're...
Because at Trajan Wealth, your needs come first. They're a fiduciary firm, so they're going to be prioritizing your financial...